Hello, I'm Komal and I'm here to share my tech journey with you. We'll be talking about what is STEM and how you can succeed and contribute in this world. As you can see from my background, I represent Neuro Foundation. I'm a software engineer at Microsoft and here's a LinkedIn channel. You can connect with me anytime and I'll be there to help you with any queries that you have. So before I start with my tech journey, I'd like to introduce myself. Basically, I'm from Gujarat, India, which means yes, I'm a foodie and yes, I love Garba. I completed my schooling from Little Flower in Ahmedabad and MK. My bachelor's was from Vishwakarma College and master's from Vijayani. Majors in bachelor's was information technology, whereas it was software engineering in master's. I graduated in 2013, which means I have 6+ years of experience in this industry. I'm a full stack developer, which means I manage the end to end solutions for any products or services that I develop. Seeing my bio, you won't be surprised if I say that I love teaching. Well, I love mentoring. I'm a part of various initiatives at Microsoft as well as outside, hence fulfilling my responsibility of giving back to the society. To start with, Microsoft has this amazing initiative called WISE. WISE is Women in Software Engineering. So the time span for this initiative is 6 months. We collaborate with various students coming from universities across Microsoft India, which is in Hyderabad as of now, and we teach them CS fundamentals. So the output is a self-developed product. The idea is yours. Either you come up with a new idea or find a solution to an existing problems. We teach them end to end, starting from scratch to deployment on how you can drive the solution. So you are the CEO of your own project. The best part is we make them capable enough to do this. Apart from this, I am a part of the mentoring ring for my org, that is CSEO. I help the new joinees as well as a speaker for the accelerator training, wherein I teach them on various topics for like DevOps, Agile, Azure, or various CSEO offerings as a part of my org. And the last statement, I am the India lead for Nuevo Foundation, which means I help the Nuevo team to expand their reach in India. I reach out to schools, even at university level students, and set up coding workshop, dev talks, etc. To support my last statement, here is my image from the recent dev talk that we had with the Kalinga Institute of Technology, that is in Bhubaneswar. So we had a panel discussion with the school students wherein we explained them how they can join STEM as well as how they can succeed here. And the most important part that STEM is not about coding. We'll talk about that further. Here we are, let's talk about the tech journey. So, I'm a techie from a family of doctors, which means our dinner table conversations include advancements in medical research, operation theatre stories, surgeries, etc. Personally, I was always fascinated by computers. My uncle is a software engineer and he used to work on floppy disks when I was young. Apart from that, we were also taught Microsoft products like Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, etc. at school. The idea about these softwares was what fascinated me. I loved how a simple problem could have such an effective solution. That is when I decided I wanted to make such an impact for the outside world. These softwares are used by millions of users, be it a kid's school project or a board meeting. They use PowerPoint. I wanted to contribute the same to the STEM world and make lives easier for others in the society. So bachelor's in computer science was a clear choice. After that, I also pursued masters to strengthen my learnings for that. Microsoft fulfilled my goal for giving back to the society. So today, any product I develop, any solution that I provide for any existing problem has a reach to millions of users. This impact is what motivates me to go to work every day. And work satisfaction comes from creating real impact. I learned a various set of technologies at school and college levels. That is starting from Hello World to even creating end-to-end solutions. But the real exposure came when I started my first day at work. Because that is when you learn actually how the business works. So after college, as a fresher, I joined Tatvasoft, which is a CMMI level 3 company based out of Ahmedabad, Gujarat. I was an iOS developer there. That is, I used to develop apps for both iPhone as well as iPad. Being a fresher, my responsibilities were very minimal. So I would develop develop whatever user stories or the design features were given to me and submitted. That's it. I worked for that for about 9 to 10 months, and I developed almost 8 applications which are still outside on the iOS store if you want to visit. That is the Risiko, Mankalano, Greetings, Sky Check-in, Pregnancy app, etc. After that, I joined Capgemini and worked as a .NET developer there. During my journey there, from software engineer to senior software engineer, I got to learn a lot of things. Not just from technical perspective, but also from how the business works and how the STEM world actually operates. So my responsibilities were not just development, but also managing the back end of the product as well as the reviewing the product architecture with the leadership team. I worked there for about 2 years in the company, after which I got an offer from Microsoft. It was a dream come true moment for me. So I worked in various domains there. I was a consultant as well as a full stack developer. And today I manage an end-to-end SDL process for an internal Microsoft product. Well, this image is from Microsoft Ready 2017. Ready is actually a conference wherein all the Microsoft employees can visit, and we talk about the quarter earnings, what is the roadmap for the next quarter, whereas there are so many amazing technical discussions as well based on all the Microsoft technologies that you can think about, the Azure, SharePoint, Outlook, etc. Yeah, this is important. So we have talked a lot about my journey in the tech world and also how I worked in STEM. But let us dig a little bit into what is software engineering actually and why you should pursue it. If you see this image, this is actually the life of a software engineer. You have to question even if it works and even if it doesn't. So what is software engineering? If you go by definition, it is a little complex. Software engineers develop systems and softwares for businesses. These products range from business applications to games to network control systems, operating systems, etc. In layman language, we convert ideas into reality. The idea is simple. You can build anything that you can think of. Come up with a new idea or simply find a problem around you. Every problem has a solution. The impact is created where you find the best effective solution to any problem. PS, software engineering is not equal to coding. I want to emphasize a lot on this point. The reason is I've seen many students having a fear of coding, saying it's too messy or it's too difficult to learn or there are so many languages around you. Well, congratulations to you. Software engineering is not just about coding. There are so many different roles that you could be working on within this world. We'll talk about that. Why software engineering? Most importantly, you can build anything that you can think of. Given this pandemic situation, for example, right now, the world is going digital. Why not you? The STEM industry is a mammoth in itself. So, in this diagram here, just as I mentioned, it's not just about coding. Just think about anything that you love to do. You love numbers, you are interested in marketing, you want to do sales, or you just want to have a simple desk job, work yourself, not interact with anyone in the outside world. Well, you have all these things possible in the STEM world here. Let's go through them one by one. First, programming. Yes, that is exactly what I do today, and yes, that includes a lot of coding. Next is implementation, the development cycle again. Analysis. You could be a program manager in the industry wherein you analyze the requirements of the specific product. You can see what the same product maybe developed by a different company has a reach to the users. What is it that they do differently that we can also do? You can even play with numbers around this. The next is the design phase. That is the interesting product architecture that you develop. It includes a lot of design principles as well, but it does not involve coding. Next could be testing. You could be a QA in your team. You don't want to develop things? No problem. The developers will give you the application. All you have to do is test whether it goes correctly or not. You say this button should open the link. Well, it should. Go and test it. The next is the planning phase. This is again done by the program manager's role. Basically, you work with the business team, the admin team for that product, the owners of that product, and plan the entire roadmap for the product. What you could do better, how you can reach out to more consumers, how you can make it more user friendly, how you can reduce the cost, so many extra things. And the last would be validation and verification. So this could also include some infra and the testing. Basically, there are so many things in the software world where you can always, it's not just about coding. You can always find a role of your own choice. Well, let's talk about a day in the life of a software engineer. So I can talk about myself. I am a full stack developer, which means I manage multiple areas of the product, starting from requirements to deployments. And it goes through various phases in the software development lifecycle, the one that we just saw. I work with my team daily to design the product features and developing those. That means it includes the planning, the design, as well as the development phase. Apart from that, I also work with my PO, that is the product owner, and the business. So we discuss on the goals for the sprint or for the next month. We discuss on the priorities based on maybe we have some urgent request coming out from customers. Then we go and implement those first. We plan the entire roadmap that how this product should look like in the next 6 months. So if you see in a day, my day includes about 50 to 60% of coding, 20-30% meetings for all these discussions, and the rest would be text. My advice is very simple. Explore all the areas of interest. I'll explain how. Today, you say you want to become an engineer. It's important that you understand the reason behind it. Why software engineering? The reason is there are so many things to do inside the STEM world also, just like we talked some time back. So explore all that things that interest you. From that, you'll be able to find out the one that interests your passion and for one wherein you actually love working. In that case, your job won't be a job, it will be a hobby in that. So you won't have to work hard every day. You'd love to work hard. Next would be a growth mindset. So once you find your passion, it will be very easy for you to grow easily in the industry. Having a fixed mindset has never achieved goals. Find your passion and try to have a focused approach on that. That will help you achieve goals very fast in this industry. And the last would be fail faster. In simple words, I would say try everything so that even that you fail, you will know that you can succeed much faster. Because you know that one step doesn't work, not an issue. I know how to go to next step. And that is very, very important. So learn faster without a fear of failure. So, Nuevo Foundation, as you can see, I am representing Nuevo Foundation. The mission is amazing. So, this Nuevo Foundation has been started by Microsoft professionals only with a mission to inspire kids to be curious, confident, and courageous to discover the world of STEM. So, we connect with the students and be it at any level. You could be still in school, you could be at university level. We would come and connect with you and we try to host dev workshops, virtual seminars, panel discussions, etc. Basically, spread more awareness about this world and help you contribute more in this industry. How you can connect with us? Very simple. We have our channels on Instagram, the website, the Twitter, email us. I also give you my LinkedIn link in the previous slide. You can connect with us anytime and we'd love to help you out. That's it from my side. Komal signing off. Hope to talk to you very soon. Bye bye.